WRAL Sports starts now.
All over the NFL, we are seeing quarterbacks succeed on new teams. Two of them former Panthers. We've got Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, and of course, here's Jared Goff. All of these guys, top 3 picks in former busts. Now, Bryce Young, he's been awful for most of his career, just awful. But you have to leave the door open a little bit. What if he improves? Young getting the start for the second straight week. Andy Dalton still recovering from a thumb injury. 6-0 Saints in the second quarter. Young hits Xavier Legette. Legette getting a lot of mileage out of that dollar bill celebration. 4th TD of the season. Fourth quarter, Panthers up 1. Not anymore. Derek Carr hits Foster Moreau for the lead. Now, playing well is one thing, learning to win is another, and this is just a bad break for Young. Deep down the sideline to Legette. Pass is picked. Shamar Jean-Charles just takes it right out of his hands. But the Panthers defense comes up with a stop. So 3 minutes to go. Young back to Legette. Complete. Jatavian Sanders would draw pass interference to get them in the red zone. And Chuba Hubbard does the rest. The Panthers play their most complete game of the season. 23-22 the final.
Just a great job of the guys just having that finish mentality, you know, and I think the discipline of it is you don't pass judgment on the outcome of a game based on what happens early on, you know, and it was back and forth, you know, a little bit there, but for the guys to be able to play our calls, to execute the way we want them to execute and make plays when it came to them, the guys got to be proud of that. You know, I can't be more fired up for a group.
It feels great. Anytime you go in this league, that's definitely not something to take for granted. But, you know, more so than anything, I'm happy for the guys in that locker room over there. They work so hard, you know, and us to step up to the plate a moment like this was huge for us.
Canales wouldn't commit to Young as a starter next week yet. They play the Giants in Germany. I graduated high school in 2006, same time as Alex Ovechkin's rookie year. So I've always thought of myself in Ovechkin years. Here we are then, notice the red eye camera, and here we are now. Both of us look like we saw a ghost. I swear I don't dye my hair, I promise. And here's the Silver Fox himself in his 20th season. Who needs Just for Men? You look great. First period, another Russian feeling some inspiration. Dmitry Orlov sneaks it in top shelf. 1-0 Canes. Caps on the 5-on-3 now, and how many times have you seen this? Ovechkin's 7th goal of the season. He's on pace to break Wayne Gretzky's career record. 2-1 Caps in the second. How about Marty Necas? What bridge contract? He's playing like a star, and so is Orlov. The defenseman doesn't shoot much, but even Ovechkin had to be impressed by this. Canes win 4-2. Bobby Norris coaches baseball for the love of the game. But this past weekend, his league made sure he felt the love in a time of need. The West Raleigh Baseball Association plays to win.
Keep the plays in front of you. Slow down.
But most of all, they play for the love of the game.
Bobby on 3! 1, 2, 3, Bobby!
Bobby Norris is the head coach of the West Raleigh Braves.
Knock it down, go on!
But right now, every team is wearing special uniforms and socks.
Hey, throw right at his mask.
This past spring, he took a curveball he didn't see coming.
There it is, he's the water! So my left thigh had been bigger than my right for about a year and a half. It just kept getting bigger.
When his leg and foot went numb on a work trip,
Good effort, good effort!
he asked his assistant coach, who was an orthopedic surgeon, for help.
Got curious about it and said, you know, that's unusual. Let's look more.
Tests showed Bobby had myxoid liposarcoma, a rare soft tissue cancer that can spread to anywhere in the body.
Did 18 radiation treatments for my thigh. I took a couple of weeks off, and then I had they called it a radical resection of the tumor. So they basically had to go in to pull the muscles apart to get the tumor out.
When the team found out about Bobby's fight, a couple of families reached out to the league's executive director.
Every team at West Raleigh and every player is going to be wearing socks. There's also a QR code for families to consider donating to the Duke Research Cancer.
I made a bunch of necklaces at my house to raise money for Coach Bobby.
The strikeout sarcoma game has raised close to $5,000 and counting.
Let's go, Ethan! What? Oh, he got it. Well done. It's incredible. It's I don't know. It's just fantastic. I can't believe everybody's doing this. You got it. Drive one. Hit a gap. Have fun.
Bobby got into coaching for his sons.
Get over him. Get over him. Come on! You gotta get here. Let's go!
But they found a community.
They're not getting paid. We're not saving lives here. We're teaching kids to play baseball. It's a very special place in a lot of ways.
Bobby currently cancer-free. All right, UNC women's soccer. Kate Fossey taking on Virginia Tech in the ACC quarterfinals. Scoreless game in the second half. Penalty kick for Fossey, and she doesn't miss. Added a header as well for the brace. UNC wins 2-0. They'll face Duke in the semis on Thursday. NASCAR playoffs, final race in the round of 8. 15 laps to go. Defending Cup Series champ Ryan Blaney makes his move, passes Chase Elliott. He gets the win and a spot in Phoenix, but the drama came behind him on the final lap. Christopher Bell pulls a Ross Chastain, rides the wall. After review, NASCAR deemed it a safety violation, so Bell loses his spot, and William Byron joins Blaney, Joey Logano, and Tyler Reddick in the championship 4. Really tough break there for him.